Thank you, Admiral Cook. Excellent presentation. We're going to hold the questions and comments until all the speakers have concluded their opening remarks. The next speaker is another old friend, Roberto Giorgi, who has been a friend to seafarers for as long as I've known you. And Roberto's going to speak to us from a ship manager's perspective.
Thank you, Doug. The reason why probably I protect the seafarers because I'm a seafarer. I married this job in 1965, going to nautical college. There were 22 nautical colleges in Italy. It's not the same. I think today we have 4. But it was a great career. Career at sea has been what was it about in the Western countries. We had a very long tradition of be trader, be seafarers. So that naturally is my goal always to defend the rights of the seafarers. And thank you, Admiral Cook, for your introduction. But I think that we need to do something more because whatever we do now is not working. And let's see a moment. I did a small presentation. I call a growing global tragedy. I should say, after what I've heard this morning, there is a major danger of the growth of shipping being impacted by piracy. If we don't reinstate the freedom of trade and the freedom of seas, there will be no fuel, no food coming to our tables. I don't know if this is a big impact for the world if we don't stop piracy. So we have to do something completely different. Anyway, before I start to become frustrated and show my anguish, I will go through a moment of 3 slides. I have to check, this one, sorry, it's my fault. Okay. It's just a fact, these are facts of what is happening between 2005 and 2010. You can see a proliferation of the attacks. If there was here an analyst, probably say that this is a fantastic industry that is increasing better than any business in terms of definitely revenue. You can see that there are also, strange enough, there are less people, seafarers, marry the shipping world, but there are plenty of young Somalis that want to join this industry. In effect, there will be a possibility to have more pirates in the future because, in effect, they can live in much better conditions than what they are doing today with fishing or agriculture. You can see, okay, my data is about 700 seafarers that are in captivity and about 31 ships. Admiral Cook show how big is the area that today we are contemplating. So it's immense. I mean, it will be, to patrol that area, we'll need so many naval ships that will be very difficult to do it realistically. You can see how much is the revenues that today are originated, much has been the escalation in the last 5 years. The same thing you see, what is the cost related to this war against piracy that is escalating. So my feeling is that we are in a situation where I would say we are not ill. We have a cancer that is going in metastasis if we don't do something surgically to change this approach. So if one of the issues that I believe are still of contentious, and probably will be good to debate during these 2 hours, is really this is my feeling that today we have a lot of intelligence service. We know exactly where all the motherships are. We know exactly where also the pirates are because we know exactly where there are these villages that today has become the small pirate cluster. There are pirate cluster where there is people with fuel, bunkering, repair maintenance, ship handling. There are organizations that are supporting this pirate going at sea. There is really, for me, some lack of coordination effort between the naval forces. There is definitely a different type of approach that we should have on the rule of engagement with motherships or also with skiff. I don't think that today, V-ships today, the kind of V-ships, they utilize armed guards. About 80% of the vessel going through this area, we utilize armed guards. And it's true that on all the vessels where we have armed guards, we have been able not to have any hijacking. It's also true that 95% of the vessels that we have are utilizing citadel, and in certain cases we have been able again to escape in 3 particular cases. But I think that is not enough, because still the seas is not free, is under perils, and any seafarer that is going in that area probably will fear to be hijacked. I think that just recently you saw that there is a possibility for an embargo of a seafarer going to Indian Ocean. Is a reality. Is no remember what happened with the Bay Spirit. The Bay Spirit, we have been able to obtain the guy released from jail because we are going to boycott all the South Korean vessels going in any ports with the help of the ITF, local stevedoras in India. So I think against a threat you have to go against another threat. Now, just this is something that I believe is really strong in your heart, Doug. I mean, what you can do really when you have somebody captivated, some crew captivated. Luckily, so far we never had any ships that has been hijacked until 1 month ago, when a vessel that is managed by an owner had our crew on board, 5 Italian and 17 Indian. For us it was an issue of how we can make sure to be very close to the family without compromising negotiation, be sure that we are very, very close to all the families that has an impact with having their dears captivated. And it's a question to be constant presence. We have Captain Chawla that was one of the master of the Bay Spirit, is that we are utilizing him to really to be close to the family and making sure that they can support not only morally but also financially the need of these people. So I think that my feeling that today you have 22 families that are living either in a very large city or in a small village, and there is a lot of support from all the community. And what is happening that the young generations that they see what is happening to this person, they are not going to at sea. There will be the families that will discourage them to go at sea. So I see a threat also for making sure that we are able to captivate this young generation coming to our industry if we don't defend our shipping industry and our seafarers. On this one, I said it's some remedies. I believe there is, like in only particular case, we have 100% alignment between all the trade association, the ITF, all the important community, all the various lobby, where they believe that something has to be done in a cohesive, aligned approach. My point is, like, if you have crime against humanity, you have a well-defined way to go against these people. You know how to, first you need to make sure that you capture, you make sure that you detain, you make sure that you can prosecute. And today, the approach to these 3 points has been completely different. You have certain countries that they take the pirates, they disarm the pirates, then they give food and water, and they leave to go. So the approach must be one. You must have one entity, one court that is able to prosecute and condemn these pirates. The second point, I say, okay, how you can do, you can, yes, we know exactly where are these mother ships, because they are big vessels. Some are car carriers, some are tankers, big tankers. So we know exactly where they are. So you could have also very close navy be close to the mother ships and try to make sure that no skiff can get out. But I think that much better if we could have a United Nations Coast Guard patrolling the Puntland. And I think it's something that can be done. Naturally, Somalia has no oil, and naturally the interest on Somalia probably has no so much priority. But if the day, for 1 or 2 days, we stop the trade in Indian Ocean, it means that oil will not come out from the Arabian Gulf. And that moment, probably the priority will be established again. So, please. Just, I have no Johnny Depp, but I have this one.
Bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
Get out.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Okay. Thank you.